E-cigarettes. E-cigarettes is basically an electronic device powered by a battery and commonly promoted as a tobacco cessation device. It was first developed in 2003 in China. Unlike conventional tobacco smoking in an e-cigarette, nicotine is inhaled by heating the liquid that may or may not contain nicotine. In addition to nicotine, many other chemicals and heavy metals such as lead, arsenic, nickel have also been found along with regular chemicals. Effects of e-cigarettes. E-cigarettes are more harmful than that had been claimed, especially the health impact of flavoring as well as nicotine, causing DNA damage, brain damage among teens, and harm from liquid propylene glycol, metals, silicate, ultrafine and nanoparticles, and carcinogenic flavoring byproducts. It also irritates the respiratory system, cause cell death, trigger inflammation, and harm blood vessels. Use of e-cigarettes may be slightly less harmful than smoking, as about 7,000 chemicals are inhaled with smoking, whereas vaping is likely to involve a lower number of chemicals. It also causes damage to the lungs and increases cancer risks. Smokers who use e-cigarettes are one-third less likely to quit smoking than smokers who do not use e-cigarettes. Nowadays, the use of e-cigarettes is increasing. The use of e-cigarettes has become the number one product being used illegally at the present time by middle and high school students in the USA. US national data also showed that in 1 year between 2017 and 2018, there has been a more than 50% increase in e-cigarette use among middle and high school students. The American Association of Poison Control Centers reported 3,000 to 4,000 cases of poisoning from e-liquid and e-cigarettes every year since 2014, and between 2015 and 2017 there were over 2,000 emergency visits in hospitals in the USA. Risks associated with e-cigarettes. For non-smokers, e-cigarette use may lead to combustible tobacco use. It is also considered as gateway to smoking cigarettes. For people who smoke, starting e-cigarettes without clinical supervision doesn't serve as an effective cessation tool. Those who use e-cigarettes with nicotine are more likely to start smoking cigarettes in the future. It has been proved that vaping both with and without nicotine disrupts normal lung function in healthy people. Also, the smoke of e-cigarettes decreases indoor air quality and it can persist on surfaces for days and generate passive exposure. Misleading advertising and information on e-cigarettes has created much confusion in general public. Many people believe that e-cigarettes are safer than smoking, but growing evidence suggests that e-cigarettes are also dangerous. Here we have a story from Nepal. A Nepali engineer, Pathak's mother, introduced e-cigarettes to her son to get him rid of this severe smoking habit, but that didn't work out. I wanted to quit smoking, so I switched to vaping, but contrary to our expectations, the outcome was different. There was no improvement. There was no positive result that encouraged me to stop smoking. Therefore, I stopped vaping, says Pathak. It did more harm to me. I was spending around rupees 10,000 per month at the risk of my health. We should look for other alternatives than vaping to quit smoking because it clearly doesn't help, Pathak adds. Knowledge of e-cigarettes among Nepali. I cannot comment on its health impacts as this is the first time I'm hearing about vaping, says Bhaktapur Cancer Hospital medical oncologist Dr. Kamal Raj Sodhi. If the country's renowned cancer hospital doctor is saying that, we can gauge the level of awareness that the common public in Nepal has about e-cigarettes and its effects. This is from World Health Organization. The WHO reports that there is limited evidence that e-cigarettes may be effective aids to promote smoking cessation. It concludes that e-cigarettes are not recommended for smoking cessation and the harm to health must be better evaluated. But the report concluded that the evidence regarding the role in nicotine addiction among young people is convincing. At last, we can conclude that there is a need for an evaluation of the effectiveness of these devices as methods for smoking cessation along appropriate risk communication process managed by official public health operators to avoid misunderstandings on this new health issue. E-cigarettes should not be approved as consumer products but may warrant consideration as a prescription therapy. E-cigarettes are not a viable tool to combat tobacco smoking as a mass market consumable. At best, e-cigarettes should be used in clinical settings informed by counseling, desire to quit, and personal history. Vaping reduction efforts must primarily be targeted to the fresh starters. Public health campaigns should be geared toward people who are most likely to use and become addicted. Healthcare providers should also take a proactive role in counseling patients to reduce nicotine use.